difference, this is with 2 coats of the Vachetta Angelus paint, and obviously this is the original shoe. Guys, in today's video, I'm gonna be rehabbing these boots, which you can see, these things have been worn, they are beaten up, and they need a little love. So let me show you some products that I purchased to rehab them. So this is the Vachetta acrylic paint by Angelus, and this is kind of the color that I'm going for. You see like Louis Vuitton bags or anything like that, that's the color that all the handle is. I'm gonna clean the leather first with this, which is a leather honey cleaner. This stuff cleans really well, and then I am going to paint these boots with leather paint with this set of brushes. And it's just the Amazon Basics, yeah, 10 different brushes. Oh, and one other thing. In my next video next week, I wanted to show you guys, so you see how this heel is just like really kind of torn up? And I have another pair of these that the heel is really, really messed up. So I'm gonna pull this off and I'm going to redo the heel with this, it's called stacked leather cloth, and I'm gonna show you how I do that and then cut it so that it fits and get it to stay on there permanently. So this is what it looks like cleaned off the heel, cleaned off the suede, the inside. So you can see the color difference, but that's just because it's wet. So I'm gonna clean this one, and then once they're dry, I'm probably gonna let this dry for like a full day, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna paint it. Okay, so these have been drying for about 24 hours, and they're good and dry, and they're good and clean. Angelus and a bunch of other companies have a product called a deglazer, but it's basically just acetone, so we're just gonna use acetone. And the point of that is to knock off the kind of waxy layer of any other paint or residue or anything that's on there, so that we get a better bond between this paint and that shoe. Ton out at once, because you're gonna be doing like little thin coats and you don't want it to dry out. And I'm gonna use duller, but I'm not gonna use that right now because this may be like 2 or 3 coats. And we're gonna paint. Everybody knows how to paint. And with this brush, you can really like be very careful and precise about where you're applying the color. You're gonna do little like thin coats, maybe 2 or 3 thin coats. It's not gonna look great on the first pass because you have to build that color up. So don't freak out just yet. And when you're down here, this is where this brush really shines, right? So what I would recommend is put some product here and then just gently slide towards the edge. Otherwise, you're gonna have marks at the edge. I'm gonna paint this shoe, and then I'll show you the first coat on this against this one, which has not been done. So this is the first coat on, and this is before we touched them. So see, we're already moving in the right direction. Okay, we're gonna let this dry, or you can use like a hair dryer or anything like that and expedite the drying process. But that's what it looks like. This stuff is amazing. I mean, these look brand new, and this looks pretty busted up, and this looks new, and that was only the first coat. So, okay, so it's been about 24 hours, and I just wanted to show you guys the difference. This is with 2 coats of the Vachetta Angelus paint to cover it with this matte acrylic finisher. And they do have a glossy version, but of course, I don't want these boots to be glossy. I want them to be at least as matte as this, if not more matte. So I'm just going to put this on. Let me show you what it looks like. It almost looks like very watered down milk. So I'll just show you what it looks like going on, and then I'll be back after it's dry. I'm gonna put 1 coat on, and then I'll come back in a few hours when it's dry and show you what it looks like. Okay, I wanted to show you guys what this Vachetta color looks like when it's done, and as you can see, it is beautiful. It reminds me of that sort of like rich Italian leather looking color. 2 coats of this Vachetta with just like the little set of paintbrushes that I bought, and just paint it on, okay? Like literally you just paint it on, but thin coats, okay? Let it dry about an hour between coats. And what I love about this paint is no scent, like you can work inside, it doesn't have any odor, dries really fast, love it. It's very, very easy to work with. And then on the 3rd coat, what I did was I mixed this with this matte acrylic finisher because I wanted something to seal the shoe. And so when I did the third coat with this, it felt like it was protected, which is what this is, a protectant, but it was kind of glossy, which I did not love. On the fourth coat, I just took this and I mixed it with duller. And then that's why I have this nice matte color. So let me just show you up close and personal, especially if you have like a Gucci bag, a Louis bag, anything like that. The handles, that is this exact same color, this vachetta color. If you need a color to be flat, like I wanted here, just, like a squirt of paint and then a few drops of this, mix it together. That will give you a flat color, or you can buy whatever the color is, but make sure it's as flat in front of it. So that's gonna give you a matte finish. I'm glad I have this because I do feel like it helps protect the shoe, but I don't feel like this was matte. So I would just do it the way I did, right? So 2 coats of the color, third coat would be the color and the protectant, and then the fourth coat would be this with the duller to kill that shine. That worked really, really well for me. So I just wanted to show you guys that. And also, because I wasn't sure about this when I first bought this, you guys can see, like, you can walk in this, bend it, it doesn't crack or strip or peel. You can take any color shoe, bag, whatever you want, and change the leather color, which just opens up a whole range of possibilities. But I hope you guys found that helpful. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.